4. Review for homework 1, part 2. 3 questions. Number 8, number 11, and number 14. First, number 8, the miss rate 47%, near 1/2. Yeah. The answer, lowest order of growth, A. But why still so many students pick B? Yeah. Because they did it based on their intuition. Why intuition? Look at this number. So small. 0.00, many zero after the decimal point. So small. Based on intuition, how can that number be greater than log of m? Right? But your intuition is not very reliable. And you get your intuition based on your own experience. If you do not have a lot of experience, then your intuition could get you wrong. Here, that is the case. All right. You need to apply some knowledge we used. So in our module 2, when we compare two growth functions, if you still remember one particular result, that is the limit. When n goes to infinity, we compare these two functions, log of m over what? Over n to the dth power, right? What is that d? D, some constant, some positive constant. We only require that d is positive, d greater than 0. D could be any positive number, not necessarily integer, just positive number. That's enough. And we use the L'Hopital's rule, we prove it. The limit equals 0. Okay? Here, because we only need d positive, is this a positive d number? It is very small, but it's positive, right? So no matter how small it is, it's good enough. So that means if you compare this function with log of m, for the long run, it will beat log function. It will beat the log function. Okay? Yeah. All right. Here, we can look at that in another view. Okay? Because many students, when they look at the log function, they cannot get a clear idea with n to the d, this function. If you see m to the d, this kind of, this kind of function, we call it power function. Okay? Yeah. So this, not exponential function. Yeah. Do not get confused. This is not exponential function. So we can call it power function. Okay? But not exponential function. Okay? If they see power function, then they feel comfortable. They know what power function larger, what power function small. But when they see the log function, they cannot get connected with any power function easily. Yeah. Actually, if you want to connect, there is one way. You can relate log of n to the epsilon. But this epsilon is positive, but smaller than any positive number. If you use this view, this special view, okay, yeah, it may not be very rigorous. Yeah, this is just a way you understand how large is that log function. You use this way. First, that epsilon, you treat it as positive number. Not 0, greater than 0. Okay? But it has to be smaller than any positive number, d. Here, that epsilon less than 0.00, many zero after decimal point, less than that. If you use that way, now you can see log of n should be smaller than option B function. Okay, all right. So that's the question number 8. The next question. Number 11, miss rate 17%. 17%, yeah. 5-element array, but we have these two inequalities. Yeah. Based on the given information, which element cannot be the median? Answer is A. Why? We can see that. The median, first, we know the median here. Median in this special case equals third smallest or largest, the same. Third smallest. Now you just want to look at which element cannot be the third smallest. That's it. If you can identify that element, then you get an answer. Yeah. Here we want to show x1 cannot be the third smallest or third largest. The same thing, third smallest or third largest. Here, yeah. Equivalent. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah. x1 less than x3 and x4, right? Yeah. Already smaller than 2 elements, right? And x1 also less than x2. You can see x1 less than at least 3 elements. Okay? So x1 less than at least 3 elements. Can it be third largest? Yeah, if we use that word, yeah, because the third largest less than exactly 2 elements, right? Exactly 2 elements. But here, at least 3 elements. Can you see the difference? If you see the difference, x1 cannot be the third largest. Then you get the answer. That's the way of thinking. Okay? So you find the property. So this is the property. Property for the median. You find the critical property for the median. Then you show certain element does not have that property. Here you show x1 doesn't have that property. That's the logic. Okay? Yeah. Then you get the answer. Okay? All right, so next question, number 14, 20%. Means this one. Actually, this one pretty simple. Yeah. But why? Yeah. Minimum number of inversions in the unordered array with 10 elements. I give you a hint in a video. Yeah. So although I give hint in a video, some students may not watch it, or some students even watch that video but still couldn't get it. Yeah. So that's all possible. Yeah. So let me explain a little bit. Because think about, we have many ways to find answer. Here, I just want to use one simple way. Yeah. The minimum number of conversions. Okay. First, we know an ordered array has no conversion, right? So first thing we know, an ordered array has 0 conversion. Okay, so that's our starting point. When we start with an ordered array with zero inversion. Okay, yeah, here, let me write it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excuse me. 0. But next, we are given an unordered array. So we need to break it. We need to make this ordered array to unordered. And after that, we want the number of conversion is the minimum. Okay? Yeah. Just to only make one small change. Okay? Yeah. How about let's swap 1 and 2. Let's make 2, 1 remaining the same. How about that? Okay? Yeah. So you can see if you cover first element, the remaining ordered, right? The remaining part ordered. Ordered means no inversion. No inversion. Okay, all right. Then you add that 2 back to only this new element. If after you bring it in, it only add one inversion to the number, because 2 with respect to the elements other than 1, no inversion. Yeah, so only inversion from 2, 1 pair. Okay, from 2, 1 pair. Okay, yeah. So the answer is 1. Yeah. That's another way thinking, to get the answer. Now, you need to do some thinking. Many different ways. This is just one of the possible ways. Yeah. All right, so that's our part 4.